Hey folks, Darren Plumb here, your realtor with RE/MAX Hallmark York Group, and today I'm sitting here with Heather Rogers from 100 Women Who Care, and they are not a charity, but they support charities. So we're here today and we're going to learn how they in fact do that. So Heather, thank you so much for having me in today.
Thank you, Darren.
So tell the group, what is 100 Women Who Care?
Yeah, so 100 Women Who Care. So the concept's actually pretty simple. So the way that works is 100 women each donate $100, and if they do that, we raise $10,000 for a local charity.
Okay.
So we have 4 meetings a year.
Right.
Each meeting is an hour long.
Okay.
And in that meeting, we hear about 3 different charities. And as a group, we select which charity we'd like to support.
Nice.
And then the charity from the previous meeting that was the selected charity comes back, and they talk to us for 10 to 15 minutes about what they're doing with the money and how they're making an impact in our local community. So rather than making a donation and not really seeing where the money's going, you really get to see, wow, these are the people that my money is helping out.
And when the previous charity comes back to talk, it's obviously also a testimonial to the 3 charities that are there, sort of sweating it out, if you will, seeing who's going to be the winner.
Yep, exactly. Who's going to be the winner, who's going to get the money. So,
so how does that work? I mean, you have 3 charities there. How are they chosen and how are they picked?
Yeah, so anyone who's a member of 100 Women Who Care can put in a nomination form for a charity. It's actually the members of 100 Women Who Care that do the nomination or in the presentation rather than the charity. They each have 5 minutes to speak about why their charity should be selected, what the money would go for, that kind of thing. And then anyone that's a member gets a vote.
Yes.
And then whichever charity gets the most votes wins.
Wow.
I know.
Interesting.
And for the charities that weren't the winners that time, it doesn't mean that they couldn't come up again. They just have to space it out every year, right? So once a year a charity could come up. So we had that happen with the whit-church Stouffville Food Bank. They were up as a charity and they weren't selected at that time, but they applied again, and it actually worked out to be a better time for them when they were chosen because they were doing the move into Stouffville to Ringwood and that kind of thing.
So can more than 100 people be involved?
So more than 100 people can join, So Uxbridge is about 130. We're at just hovering around 100. But so then I started it in April 2014. So we've had 10 meetings since then, and we've donated almost $70,000 to local Stouffville charities.
Wow. And so where are the meetings held? Where?
So we are super fortunate that Meadowbrook Golf and Country Club has been an incredible sponsor for us since the very beginning. So Angela, who's the general manager there, they donate our meeting space for us, and they give us tea and coffee and a very wonderful environment to have our meetings. So it's been great.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, how can the community of Stouffville support you? Is there anything that you guys are looking for that maybe you can tell the world what you're after?
Yeah, for sure. So we're always looking for new members. So if it's if you're interested in Stouffville, if you're interested in supporting local Stouffville charities, then please come out to a meeting and check us out. Our next meeting is on Wednesday, October the 19th at 7 o'clock at Meadowbrook Golf and Country Club. And your commitment for joining 100 Women, basically we have 4 meetings a year and they're about an hour long, and then it's $400 a year. But all the organizations that we support or donate money to issue tax receipts, so you get tax receipts for the full $400.
Bonus.
And you can also join as a team. So say if you wanted to join with a friend, you could each do $200 a year, still get the tax receipts, right, and come together.
So then there's another way to get involved still.
Excellent. For sure.
Okay.
And we donated to a ton of great Stouffville organizations. So our first one ever was the Crisis Pregnancy Center.
Yes.
So the Crisis Pregnancy Center used to only have a location in Markham.
Right.
And for people from Stouffville that were using it, trying to take a bus down to Markham and come back with boxes of diapers and formula and with a stroller and a new baby, right? It's just so many challenges there. So being able to open up a location in Stouffville means that people from Stouffville can go to somewhere in our own community to get the support that they need. They also run programs for kind of like Moms and Tots programs as well for support. So that was one of our first charities. We've done Young Life was another one. We've done Jennifer Ashley Children's Charity, the whit-church Stouffville Food Bank, the Public Library, Parkview Home wanted to do an art therapy program.
My goodness.
And funding was cut for them.
Yes.
So we were able to support them.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
So it's pretty exciting. We got our latest one that we supported was Girls Inc.
Okay.
So it used to be Big Sisters, and when Big Sisters and Big Brothers joined, they decided to go off and become Girls Inc. as well.
Right.
So it's programs to help girls be, hopefully I get this right, smart, strong, and bold.
Excellent.
Yeah, which I love. So
Yeah,
they run programs at local schools in Stouffville to support our local population.
So how can people reach you? And I'll put all the links in the video here, but how can people reach you if they have any questions?
So we've got a Facebook site, so you can always go on Facebook and find us there. We also have a website, which is 100womenstouffville.com. Our email address is stouffville100women@hotmail.com. So please feel free to reach out that way. And can I talk a little tiny bit? So there's just a little snippet. So this year, some members of 100 Women reached out to me and they said, you know what, we'd really like to start 100 Kids Who Care. So back in May, we started a sister organization of 100 Kids Who Care Stouffville.
Is there other 100 kids?
There are.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's 100 men who care, 100 men that give a damn, 100 people that care. So.
The 100 men who give a damn, do they drink while they...
They should, yeah, totally.
They drink while they give?
I give, I drink, I receive, life is good. So for 100 Kids Who Care, so the concept is the same, but instead of $100, it's $10, and we recommend that kids raise that money on their own.
Cool.
So have a lemonade stand, have a garage sale, right?
Yeah.
Do chores for your parents, that kind of thing. So we've had 2 meetings for 100 Kids Who Care. It only meets twice a year, May and September-ish. So if you have kids, check that out too. Okay.